Donald Trump's RNC speech stressing the need for this country to come together.
Good.
But Joe Biden and the liberal media, well, they're not having any of it. Well, neither is Jessica. The president blasting Donald Trump's speech, calling it, quote, a dark vision for the future that is not who we are as Americans. And the left-wing press, not feeling the unity.
This came in over an hour and a half long. This was a Fidel Castro kind of experience.
It's after midnight on the East Coast. People are asleep. They are tired. It was a long, rambling speech.
I was raised Catholic. I'm a Christian girl. This assassination attempt, and you say something like God was watching me. That is a very unchristian thing to say because it's very narcissistic.
It was a remarkably long acceptance speech, Sheikh, and a remarkably dishonest acceptance speech.
He's a narcissist. These are the DSM-5 criteria for narcissistic personality disorder.
It's too bad the bandage was just over his ear. It should have been over his mouth.
Mr. Comparator.
Well, exactly. Comparator, yeah.
Comparator. I was sickened by them using him as a prop, his firefighter jacket.
What I was talking about.
Yeah.
Donald Trump said he wants prosperity and freedom for every race, religion, color, and creed. But right before the speech, MSNBC's Joy Reid was attacking Black MAGA supporters.
It's rooted in returning white Christian men, but also white men and white adjacent men, you know, black men, brown men who are like white adjacent in terms of trying to also be in that dominant position in society. And then you have women who are willing to go along with that, right? There are a certain number of women who are also willing, the trad wife sort of thing.
Judge, we were just commenting here about their fake set. We are indeed in New York City now.
Yes, we are.
For those viewers at home. Judge, any of those, take it away.
Well, you know, when Joy Behar says, I mean, I'm tongue-tied with this, I'm Catholic, and when something happens to you and you say, God was watching me, it's a very unchristian-like thing to say. I wonder, what Catholic school did you go to? Because I went to St. Peter and Paul's, and then I went to Notre Dame, and like I sang in the choir and all that jazz, but yeah, I was alto, as you could tell. But I mean, it's just so disrespectful. And the truth is that to me, the speech was about transcending all of the things. It wasn't about mortality. It was about, to so many Americans, it went beyond that. It was about fate. It was about divine intervention. People felt that it was something more than just, you know, a normal day where the president, fortunately, wasn't killed. And whatever you want to call it, don't call it an insult because you say that God was watching over us. I hope that God watches over us every day. And it transcends left and right.
Amen.
But they're so deep in the left, they can't see the bigger picture.
Christian person.
I hope he's watching over us right now. Charlie.
It's basic gratitude. And it's, you know, and that gratitude is a key part of all of the religions of Abraham, but it's certainly a cornerstone of Christianity. You know, and what you said a minute ago, Pete, I think is exactly right. Okay. You know, the reason this was so unifying is because the platform is a very simple platform. It's about the economy, it's about the border, and it's about peace around the world. And the idea is that if you focus on those things, it's for all people. It doesn't matter. And for some reason, you have these whack jobs on MSNBC who want to make everything all about race. And I don't understand that. And I don't understand why we have such low standards for them that we allow them to talk about race all the time and to be just blatantly racist. And everybody's like, okay, well, that's fine. That's what Joy Reid does. How appalling is that?
Yeah. Do you have your Joy Reid decoder ring, Jessica?
No, I lost it on the flight home from Milwaukee at the crack of dawn this morning.
But really, I mean, white adjacent, the bandage over your mouth instead of bandage over your ear. It's one thing to make a critique, which I think you did, and you know, a lot of us took issue with that. It's another thing to just sling this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think that you have to be very precise and fact-based when you are making a critique of that level, and there are ways to do it, and I aspire to do that. So use the numbers, use first-person observation. If you're not in the room, it's really hard also to read the room. And I was in the room, and so I understood that that was a completely unified room. I also understood that that was not a racially diverse room. there were Latinos there and there were some black people there. And I found the pastor from Detroit actually quite compelling, who spoke at the church that Donald Trump had visited, though there were a lot of white supporters in there. But I get how that is galvanizing. But that's really what led me to take issue with what Van Jones was saying. Because if you have a room that is 98, 99% white, and you say that's like Obama's 08 convention, excuse me, wait a minute. The delegates, the people who attended the convention in 08 were talking about the
energy.
But yeah, if you're seeing everything through the lens of race.
No, but you guys do. But it's not just that. You guys do as well. Anytime there's a poll that comes out that says that Donald Trump is getting some historic number of black voters, it's the first thing everyone wants to talk about. They're like, I got something good. You're losing black people, or you're losing Latino voters, or you're going to lose the Gen Z vote. So because they didn't make their way till Milwaukee, you're saying that's not happening? I'm saying that the delegates and the people who are out there the most enthusiastically about Donald Trump are predominantly white. You're going to refute that?